Imagine waking up every morning knowing that you're not chained to a schedule, not stuck in traffic, and not relying on someone else to decide what you're worth. You're working from home on your terms, and you're not just getting by, you're actually thriving. Now here's the part you really need to hear. There's a simple side hustle, one that I've taught to hundreds of everyday people, and it's exactly the same model that I personally use to generate consistent daily income online. No prior experience required, no grinding 8 to 10 hours per day, and no complicated tech to figure out. And stay with me for a minute because this really matters. This is not a sales video. I'm not here to sell you anything. I've personally tried side hustle after side hustle, opportunities that promised income and freedom and delivered absolutely nothing. I know what it feels like to be stuck, frustrated, maybe even wondering if anything actually works. I've been there, and honestly, it sucked. That's why I'm sharing something real with you here now, something that actually works. If you just hit the like button and drop a comment down below, I'll give you my free step-by-step system, the exact websites, scripts, and processes that I personally use to make this work. There's no hidden paywalls, no coaching upsells, no nonsense. Just a proven model laid out clearly so you can finally find the second win that you've been looking for. And if you feel like you've tried everything and nothing worked, this is different. This is actually doable. You don't need technical skills. You don't need marketing experience. You don't even need to be good with computers. In this video, I'll show you how to easily leverage AI to create real income from home. I'll break down this simple business model, and then I'll walk you through exactly how to set it up, step by step. You'll be helping small local business owners set up a simple AI solution that takes just minutes to implement and charging $300 to $500 per month per client. This isn't theory, this is real. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how it works. So what we're going to be offering these small business owners is the ability for them to print money that is otherwise going right out the door. And what we know is that these small business owners, think like plumbers, electricians, hairstylists, etc., any local business, they miss a ton of incoming phone calls. In fact, statistics show that 62% of calls go unanswered because the business owner is simply busy doing that which they do. They're busy doing manicures, they're busy under a sink plumbing, they're busy styling hair. And when these calls go unanswered, this is lost revenue for the business. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to the computer, and I'd just like to show the flow here. And what I really love about this business, this offering for small businesses, is that we're helping them to recover money that they should otherwise be making, but they've got holes in their boat and they don't even know where they are or how to plug them. And that's what this solution does for them. So unlike presenting an offer where you contact them and you say, hey, look, I can run Facebook or Google ads for you, and we charge them $1,000 to $2,000 per month, that's an amount that most small businesses really can't afford. And so it's not sticky, so they're likely to cancel on you after a month or maybe two. And what I love about this is that I always say it's simple to set up. Any business can afford $300 to $500 per month, especially once you show them the money that's being left on the table. And I have a calculator that I'm going to show you here shortly. So you retain clients, they don't cancel on you because you're literally sweeping up money for them that they would otherwise be missing out on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to Google, and I'm just going to type in plumbers near me. So here's the typical consumer behavior. You've got a plumbing leak, you need help right away. So you're going to come in here and type plumbers near me, you're going to see your results, and you're going to pick up the phone and start dialing these people, right? So you dial this phone number and they don't answer. You dial the next number, they don't answer. You're going to continue to dial until you reach somebody who can save you from your problem. if you've got a leaky toilet or a leaky faucet, you want that solved quickly, especially if it's an emergency. And so you're going to lose business by not picking up that call. It happens all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to set these small local businesses up with the missed call text back. And so what will happen is that when somebody calls the number and they're unable to answer the phone, this AI bot is going to automatically text them saying, "Hey, I got you. Sorry I missed your call. Tell me what the problem is. I'll call you right back. I'll be right with you." So these people feel as if they're being heard, because they are, and they have somebody who's reaching out or at least responding to them to help them solve their problem quickly. So we'll go through and we're just going to look for somebody here. We're going to say, all right, I'm going to work with this Beach West Plumbing. Okay, so I'm going to look at their website here. And they've got a number here for easy contacting. I can get a free quote. Looks like a pretty good business, but I know that 60% of their calls are going unanswered because they're just too busy. So this is how we're going to go about setting them up with this missed call text back AI-driven option. All right, so I'm sure you can see the value of this already for small local businesses, but you're probably thinking, and I get asked all the time, how do I sell small business owners on this system? And I'm going to show you right now what makes it an absolute layup, no-brainer. We're going to go over to this missed call text back calculator, and we'll just basically have the client on the phone and say, "Look, Mr. Plumber, what's your average client value for a client?" And they'll say, well, let's just say it's $525 per client. And Mr. Business Owner, how many calls do you believe you miss a week? And probably think 15, 20, let's just say, okay, 18 calls. And if you get them on the phone, when you get them on the phone, what's your average close rate? And most of these people, they know their businesses so well. If they get a lead on the phone, they close anywhere from 30 to 50%. I'll just say 35%. And what we're going to do is we're going to click to calculate the ROI to show them the money that they are leaving on the table. And when you do this, they're blown away. So these are real numbers. These are not just pitchy numbers that you're pulling down from anywhere. These are numbers that the client gives you, and they get to see the real dollar value, the real money that they're leaving on the table. So this is $3,000 for this particular business owner. We're only charging them $297 for them to recover $3,000. Are you kidding me? That is an ROI of over 1,000%. And this is what just makes this a no-brainer offer for these small business owners. They'll gladly pay you $297 to $497 per month in order to recover this kind of money. So you're probably thinking, well, Don, I don't have a website. How am I going to go about using this? Well, you know what? I have this website here. It's the missed call text back calculator, and I will just give this to you. This will help you to close your clients easily. You just bring them here, and you can fill out the numbers for yourself, and you can go to any business, as I said, to calculate how much they leave on the table, and you can sell this all day long over and over and over again. So all you need to do is come in here, put on your own logo. You can even use this logo if you want, connect it to your own domain, and you're good to go. You own this thing, it's all yours, and now you go out, you're the missed call text back king or queen. And as I said, you can sign up as few as 5 clients at $300 per piece. That's an extra $1,500 per month. And as I said, it's semi-passive income. Let me show you how simple this is to set up now. So what we're going to do is go into this simple software, and we're going to have the business owner connect to their Google Business property. So let's say we're going to be working with this Beach West Plumbing. We'll just say, Mr. Business Owner, Mrs. Business Owner, go ahead and click connect, and it'll ask for their email address and their password, and it'll just be a simple login to their Google to connect this. And then we're going to go down to settings, and we're going to go to phone system. And here when we're in phone system, you'll see we have voice, and we're going to click on voicemail and missed call text back. And then here, finally, missed call text back.
And then you'll see that enabled missed call text back. It's actually on by default, so you don't even need to set this up. It's already done for you. But you could come in here and customize it if you wanted to, and just say, hi, this is, leave the location name as it is. That'll be pre-populated with the business's name. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help? So you can customize this all you want and then just click on save. And this software is really cool because you can come in here and white label it. You put your own logo on it and you can have as many clients as you want, unlimited. So that's super cool. So every client that you bring in, you get 100% of the profits. So you're probably wondering, hey, this is great, missed call text back, but how does the small business owner actually respond to the messages that are going to be coming thereafter? And that's the really exciting part. That's where this conversational AI comes into this whole process and makes this an even larger no-brainer. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over in the simple software and click on AI agents. And here we're going to click on Conversation AI. We are going to create our first Conversation AI agent. And here we'll just click on appointment booking because at the end of the day, we want to fill these small business owners' calendars with bookings, right? We want to help them increase their business, get their calendars booked. So I'm going to choose appointment booking and click continue. And now we're going to give this a bot name. I like to call mine Lisa. And then we can set the bot status to off, suggestive, or autopilot. We're going to go ahead and choose autopilot because we want this thing to run on autopilot. And now here are all the channels that this bot will communicate on. It not only will talk to them through the chat and the missed call text back, it will respond to conversations across all of their social channels, including SMS text messaging, their Instagram, Facebook, their chat widget, live chat, or WhatsApp. So we'll just leave all of those alone and we're going to click on save. And now that bot is created and we'll just come on down. We're going to say autopilot mode. How much time do you want to wait before the bot responds? We'll leave that at 2 seconds, and then maximum number of messages bot can send in a conversation. I'll just leave this at 10. And then we're just going to scroll down and click save. So you're thinking, okay, now the bot's going to do this communication, but I don't know anything about the business. How do I train this bot in order to have it intelligently answer and get the appointments booked? Well, that's the beauty of this. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click on create a new knowledge base, and we're just going to call this website. And I don't need to enter the description. We've created a knowledge base, which is the website. And now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to click on add source, and I'm say web crawler, and I'm going to give it the exact URL of this business. So I'll come in here, let's say we're going to work with Beach West Plumbing. I'll just click on their website. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to copy it. I'll go back to the software and just paste it in here. And what's happening now is that this AI bot is going through and fetching all the pages of the website so that when somebody comes in and asks a question, the business owner doesn't have to be on the phone answering these questions. The bot's going to do everything for them. Oh, and by the way, it's going to ultimately say, hey, don't you want to book an appointment? Or hey, go ahead and click a link here to see what's available. This is wonderful. Okay, so now you can see that this AI bot has trained itself to this website, all of its contents. And what we're going to do is we're going to back out of the knowledge base here, come back to Conversation AI, and come over here to bot training. So we're going to go to bot training and we're going to select the knowledge base. We just made that one called website, and it's got that loaded. You can see it's got one link, no FAQs. So we'll just go ahead and click on save. And now we're going to go and check to see that this bot is properly educated for this client's business. So I'll come in here to test the bot, just scroll down to send it a message. I'm going to say, hey, what kind of services do you offer? And we'll just see if it's educated itself properly here. We handle water heater services, gas lines, leak detection, drain cleaning, fixture installs, repipes. So it clearly understands exactly what this website does. And this is how it's going to be responding to the clients that come in and ask more and more questions of it before they book their appointment. And so this is a really good answer. So what I want to do is to let the bot know it did a good job, give it a little pat on the head. And I'm just going to click on the thumbs up here. And it says feedback is received. All right, I'm going to come through one more time. I'll say, what are your business hours? And I would assume it's going to know these, of course, because, yeah, we're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. If you need plumbing during those hours, just let me know what you need. I'm going to give that a thumbs up. Let me try to trip it up here. I'm going to say, can you help me to get a date for prom? This is going to be interesting. I have no idea what it's going to say. It's a totally stupid question. It says, I'm here to help with plumbing and related services. If you need anything fixed or installed, just let me know what you're looking for. It's actually a really good answer in its own right. So I'm going to leave that alone. What we would do typically is, let's say I don't like this answer. I want it to, well, I'll ask a question that's relative to the business. I'll say, how long until you can arrive to solve my issue? Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is I need a plumber right away, right? I can't give exact arrival times, but we handle urgent plumbing issues in Orange County during business hours. If you want to book, just let me know what you need. I'm going to say, yes, let's book. Let's see what happens here. Should give me questions about my availability, and it says, I actually can't help you booking appointments directly. If you'd like to schedule, you need to contact the office. Anything you want to know about your services. Now, the reason why I did this is because this is a test business and it's not connected to the Google business property. If it were connected to the Google's business property, of course it would say, how about Monday at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 p.m. Or if that doesn't work, how about Wednesday? And then you could come through and choose. So let's just say I didn't like this response, even though I understand why it gave me this answer. I said, yes, let's book it. It says, I actually can't help with booking appointments directly. If you'd like to schedule, you need to contact the office. Anything else you want to book about our services? So I could say, I want to change this answer. And I'll say, hey, I'm not yet connected to a calendar, so I'm unable to help with that. This isn't something you're going to have to do because it'll be connected to a calendar. I'm going a little bit down a rabbit hole here, but I'm going to click on train bot. Oh, I got to tell it for the website, train the bot, that's your answer. And now let me just come through here and say, let's type yes, let's book one more time. I'm going to say yes, let's book. And it says, hey, I'm not yet connected to calendar, so I'm unable to help with that. So you see how when you come through here, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up now. You can see how you can come through here and train this bot. If you don't like the answers, you just give it a thumbs down and customize them. If you like them, you go ahead and thumbs up. And of course, you can always click the AI here and use AI to help you to further improve the responses to this bot. So this is the way we use this simple software to reach out and help local businesses to recover monies from their miscalled text backs and to then stack the value for them. And in addition to making the $297 to $397 per month for the miscalled text back, we're also going to then stack the value for the conversational AI. So we get to continue the conversation, to book their calendar with new appointments, and to continue to make them money over and over and over again. So if you got something out of this video, do me a favor, will you? Go ahead and leave a comment, ask a question. I'm super responsive to anybody that interacts with my videos here on YouTube. And then if you'll give it a like, that's super helpful for me. And then of course, if you want to know when I create new videos, go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell, and I will look forward to assisting you. I look forward to serving you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.